Says verse 4, for Gaza shall be forsaken.
That's it on that. That's it on that. So what I want to do is show some more, you know what I'm saying? Show some more of this video. But the key is, man, gather yourself together, man. And this Edomite, Tucker Carlson, that went outside of America, man, and seen all the lies that the government push concerning the media as if America is a stable, great empire, man. He found out that he's been lied to, man. And even Russia's at war and they still stable. America, ain't nobody hitting this place like that, man. But what they doing is causing war in the world, and it's causing inflation concerning the dollar, man. Wait till you get full scale to where these nations start dumping the dollar and dealing with their own currency. Because right now, concerning Russia, they're in a good spot because they ain't even hardly dealing with the dollar no more. So when full scale war break out, they're gonna be in a good spot. Right. And the people over there still gonna be eating. Over here in America, famine gonna, famine gonna skyrocket, man. Famine gonna skyrocket over here, man. And these people gonna be ready to eat you. They're gonna be ready and willing, man, to eat you, man. Okay? Because them drugs that they can't get gonna kick in. They belly gonna go to touching their back. And everybody gonna look like lunch meat. You see? In America, man. And all these people on drugs, man. Some type of drug, man. All of them, man. Some type of drug. These people on drugs heavy, man. Okay? So let me push it forward to verse, let me push it forward to 13 minutes in and see what he come up with. All right.
Censored the U.S. media landscape is. That I was the only one who said that. Well, wait a second. The purpose of diplomacy is to reach a peaceful, mutually, one hopes, beneficial conclusion to a crisis. So if you're showing up voluntarily at the Munich Security Conference and saying, hey, Zelensky, why don't you allow us to put nuclear weapons on Russia's border? You're cruising for a war because you know that's the red line. Because Putin has said that, and any close observer of the area already knows that.
Now, do you have an explanation, a reasonable explanation, why there is this anti-war and this very negative remarks about this interview from a lot of your colleagues and a lot of politicians in the world?
One of the ways that I think I'm different is I don't like the internet, and I haven't seen any of the reaction, and I would imagine, I'm not the most popular person among my colleagues in the United States. I wouldn't have dinner with them anyway, so it's no great loss. But, I can't imagine what their motives would be. I didn't go to Russia, of course, to promote Vladimir Putin, and if that was my purpose, I'd say so, because I'm not embarrassed. I went because I felt that most Americans, in whose name all of this is being done, don't really know what's happening, and they know nothing about the guy they're supposedly at war with, unofficially. And I just felt that my job, if I have a job in this world, is to bring information to people so they can decide. And so I wanted to do the longest interview I could with Vladimir Putin that contained the most amount of Vladimir Putin talking, not me grandstanding about what a great person I am. When an American journalist interviews someone like Vladimir Putin, the whole point of the interview was to say, I'm a good person and you're not. And that interview was aimed at his colleagues in the newsrooms in the United States. I'm a good person. Why are you such a bad person? You're committing genocide. Okay. That's not fruitful, and that's certainly not my role. I care what God thinks of me, what my wife thinks of me, and what my 4 children think of me, and that's all I care about. So I don't need to prove that I'm a good person. I want to hear Vladimir Putin talk so people in my country can assess what's happening. That's it.
I'll use the devil's advocate.
But advocate away.
Yes. Okay, I'll tell you. You should challenge in the rules of an interview, and you're a master in your business. It's not for me to give you a lecture about that, but you should challenge some ideas. For instance, you didn't talk about freedom of speech in Russia. You did not talk about Navalny, about assassinations, about the restrictions on opposition in the coming elections.
I didn't talk about the things that every other American media outlet talks about.
Why? Yes, this
because
is my
those
question.
are covered, and because I have spent my life talking to people who run countries in various countries and have concluded the following: that every leader kills people, including my leader. Every leader kills people. Some kill more than others. Leadership requires killing people. Sorry. That's why I wouldn't want to be a leader. That press restriction is universal in the United States. I know because I've lived it. Ask my former, I've had a lot of jobs. And I've done this for 34 years, and I know how it works. And there's more censorship in Russia than there is in the United States, but there's a great deal in the United States. And so, at a certain point, it's like people can decide whether they think, what countries they think are better, what systems they think are better. I just want to know what he thinks. That was the whole point.
Yes, I was very surprised about an inappropriate remark. I don't think it contains any of the what you can call jaunties or niceties from Mrs. Clinton when she mentioned a phrase about you. I don't want to repeat.
Oh, you're not going to hurt my feelings. Don't worry.
Well, gentlemen, she called this gentleman, this honorable gentleman, that he is playing the role of a. You say it.
I didn't see it.
You didn't.
She's a child. I don't listen to her.
No.
How's Libya doing?
No. Okay. She said the useful idiot, and if you see the interview, that has nothing to do with this at all. He was trying to get a testimony about the world as Putin sees it, and this is exactly what we need to know, how this man thinks. Either you consider him an enemy, or you consider him a friend, or you consider him a dictator, but you should understand how the man thinks. Now,
you put it better than I could. You just described my motive right there.
Okay, sir. Now, the question is, if this is that is that, as they say in the United States, and this is the power of media, and the way the media is becoming very biased in a deep state like America, where are we going in the model of democracy in the world?
Media information in a free country is a counterbalance against entrenched power, not just government power, but the economic power, business. It was in my country constitutionally. It is designed to serve as a counterbalance to that. So if sources of information, media outlets align with entrenched power, then you have a powerless population, and it's totalitarian. And that is very quickly the direction the United States is headed. And I do think that technology abets this progression, and machine learning especially. And so it's a perilous moment if we're a democracy, purportedly, and a prerequisite for democracy is information so that the electorate can make up its mind and decide who to choose. And so if you don't have access to information, you don't have democracy. And we're in this sort of weird spiral where our leaders lecture us ever more about democracy and how sacred it is, even as they choke it to death. And so I think the people who provide information, who bring the facts to the public, have a critical role to play. And right now it's difficult. I'm not facing any great, I don't mean to cast myself as a hero. I'm certainly not a hero at all. But I do think it's tougher and tougher to do that.
Sir.
And that means we have a greater obligation to do it.
Sir, do you have an explanation till this moment, since the Gaza events took place, till now nobody came out and said how on earth the United States of America is vetoing the stoppage of fire, how a country would veto not to continue war, how somebody is against stopping a war.
The United States is, for this moment, is the most powerful country in the history of the world. So if you were to frame this in terms we're all familiar with, which are the most basic terms, the terms of the family, the United States would be dad, would be the father. And the father's sacred obligation is to protect his family and to restore peace within his walls. So if I come home, I have 4 children, if I come home from work and 2 of my kids are fighting, what's the first thing I do? Even before I assess why they're fighting, before I gather the facts and know what's happening,
I stop the fight.
I stop fighting.
Yes.
So if I come home and I have 2 kids fighting and I say, go, beat the crap out of them, I am evil. Because I've violated the most basic duty of fatherhood, which is to bring peace. Because I have the power. I'm the only one who can bring peace. And so if you see a nation with awesome power abetting war for its own sake, you have a leadership that has no moral authority, that is illegitimate. And I mean that too. I'm not even referring to any specific region or conflict. I mean generally. And I'm deeply offended by that. Deeply. And it's something that I try to express, and I'm often called a traitor for saying that. It's the opposite. I say that.
They play with the feed. Yeah.
Even in the United States, I think it has been a morally superior country. And if we allow our leaders to use our power to spread destruction for its own sake, that is shameful. It's a binary, okay? It's a black and white. It's a 0 and a 1. You are either creating or you're destroying. You're improving or you're degrading. And that's how you know whether something is good or bad, whether it's virtuous or evil. If you just judge the fruits. By its fruits you will know it.
And you judging America fruits in the way it conducts itself in the earth, it upholds sodomy. It upholds people doing drugs. Okay? It upholds bestiality. It upholds us not being pushed on a mass scale to where they will recognize and say, yeah, they the Israelites. Okay? They deny that. So this place is out of here, man. They uphold the destruction of the families. This place is out of here, man. They go around bombing everybody, okay? And then play like they ain't doing nothing. Okay? So they in control of the information and they using it for evil. Them being in a powerful position, man. So America's done, man. Give me Isaiah. Where you at? Where you at now?
Jeremiah.
I mean, yeah. Give me Jeremiah. Give me Jeremiah 46 and 8.
All right. This is Jeremiah, chapter 46, verse 8.
Yeah.
It says, Egypt rises up like a flood.
So, by America being the way it is, even though it's getting weak, okay? America's getting weak, man. But it's going to eventually rise up like a flood concerning fighting in this war, man. World War III, man. It's going to eventually rise up like a flood, man, and thinking it's going to be in its full strength, man, even though it's weak, okay? Even though it's weak. Go ahead.
And his waters are moved like the rivers. And he said,
That's talking about his military might. Okay? His waters are moved like the river. That's talking about his military might. Go ahead.
And he said, I will go up and will cover the earth.
I will go up and cover the earth in this war, man. Go ahead.
I will destroy the city and the inhabitants thereof.
Go ahead.
It says, come up, ye horses, and rage, ye chariots.
Yep, go ahead.
And let the mighty men come forth, the Ethiopians.
So when you go into the history concerning the Ethiopians, America sold military arms to the Ethiopians. So looking at that and diving into that scripture, the Ethiopians got mercenaries, and America sold the Ethiopians military arms. So they thinking the Ethiopians is gonna be with them. Go ahead.
And the Libyans.
So they just did the same thing to the Libyans. They think the Libyans is gonna be with them. Okay? Go ahead.
That handle the shield, and the Lydians.
Yep.
Lydians?
The Lydians.
The Lydians.
So the Lydians, when you look it up, it goes into Turkey. So they done sold military hardware to Turkey. And they think Turkey gonna be with them, which they not. But you gotta remember, as they rising up like a river, okay, with their military might spread over the earth, they thinking them nations right there is gonna be with them. Nope. They're gonna turn on them. Go ahead.
Says that handle and bend the bow.
That handle and bend the bow, man. Because what it is even though America is still able to push out the military hardware to the nations you just named, Libya, Ethiopia, Lydians, okay? That's in Turkey. even though that's happening, America is still weak, man. It's not strong as it used to be. And them nations gonna turn on America, man. Them mercenaries gonna turn on America that's in them countries, man. Okay? America think they in a good case, but they gonna turn on America. And just like Tucker Carlson was saying concerning America being a great power, like I was saying earlier, Tucker Carlson was looking at the moral decline and how America just caused destruction, you know what I'm saying? Even though they're a great power, which they can do so-called do good in his eyes, but they causing destruction in the earth. And these other nations are tired of America doing what they doing in their country and around the world, man. They gonna turn on this place, man. Okay, go ahead.
So verse 10, for this is the day of the Lord power of hosts, a day of vengeance, that he may avenge him of his adversaries. And the sword shall devour, and it shall be Sadish.
Matter of fact, let's look up that.
Yeah, it's,
let's look it up. Let's look it up. Let's find out.
Look it up in the blue letter?
Yeah, both of them if you want.
Satiate.
And the reason why I'm playing what Tucker Carlson is saying, because I wanted y'all to see how his point of view has changed since he's been over there to Moscow, man. His point of view have changed, man. He realized America's corrupt, man. You know, he realized, you know, Tucker Carlson was working with, I want to say he was working with Fox News, man. You know, you get the idea, but since he didn't left and went over there and interviewed Putin, he like, man, it ain't his thought process is not the same concerning America, man. And you can see that in the interview. You can hear it, man. His thought process is not the same no more, man. And he was saying how stupid, and in that interview, he was saying how stupid the American politicians is concerning history, man. So they don't know nothing, man. You got it, bro?
Okay. It's Strong's H 7646.
Strong's H 7646. Savannah.
Savannah.
Second entry. Savannah.
Second entry, Savannah. It says to be satisfied, be fulfilled, be
satisfied. That's the key right there.
satisfied.
So read that scripture again. That's the key right there, to be satisfied.
It says, this is Jeremiah chapter 46, verse 10. It says, for this is the day of the Lord powers of hosts, a day of vengeance, that he may avenge him of his adversaries. And the sword shall devour it, shall be satiate and made drunk with their blood. For the Lord power of hosts hath a sacrifice in the north country.
Yeah.
By the river.
America's gonna be like a sacrifice, man. You see? America's gonna be like a sacrifice to usher in the kingdom of heaven, man. For the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Read that for me again, bro.
It says, Jeremiah chapter 46, verse 10. For this is the day of the Lord power of hosts, a day of vengeance, that that he may avenge him of his adversaries. And the sword shall devour, and it shall be satiate and made drunk,
Satisfied and made drunk. Right? Go ahead.
with their blood. For the Lord power of hosts hath a sacrifice in the north country.
In the North Country, man. So America gonna be a sacrifice, man. So you people chasing the bag and not focused on YAHAWASHI and not focused on what's going on in the world. YAHAWASHI saying, look, the land, you ain't gonna be a sacrifice to usher in my kingdom when I unleash my anger. Yeah. Go ahead.
It says, by the river Euphrates. It's verse,
What verse you at?
oh, that was 10.
Okay, go ahead.
Verse 11. It says, go up into Gilead and
Gilead.
Gilead
Yeah.
and take Palm, a virgin, the daughter
Hold on. Read it slow again. Read that for me again.
It says,
Verse 11.
come.
Go ahead.
So verse 11, it says, go up into Gilead and take Palm, a virgin, O virgin.
Take balm. Like balm is like a healing ointment. So the Most High saying, look, go heal yourself. Cure yourself. Concerning America, cure yourself. Go ahead.
It says, O virgin,
O virgin,
the daughter of Egypt.
the daughter of Egypt. So go heal yourself, O virgin daughter of Egypt. Okay? When you read Isaiah 47, it calls the daughter of Babylon. But here it's saying the daughter of Egypt, O virgin daughter of Egypt, talking about America. But America ain't never been touched. So he's saying, look, go heal yourself. With all the moral decline, your finances, you know, your military might concerning how weak you are, go heal yourself. Go heal all that. Okay? Before you go to war, go heal all that. You ain't gonna be able to do it. Before I visit you, go heal all that. Okay? Go heal it. Go ahead.
It says, in vain shalt thou use many medicines.
In vain. It's gonna be worthless. Whoever you put in the president seat in America, it's all worthless, man. Ain't nobody can heal this place, man. It's done, man. Nobody can heal it, man. You can't get right before the Lord destroy this place. You can't get right. You can't go to the Lord and ask him for forgiveness, man. This place is out of here. So whatever you do to try to cure this place is worthless, man. It's all in vain, man. Okay? And see, you got Jake that got these cars, man. Let's see if you can outrun that nuclear fire when the Most High drop bombs on this place, man. Let's see if you can outrun it, man. You see? Let's see if you be so hyped to press the gas and try to get away. Let's see, man. You know what I'm saying? All this acting in front, man. These nukes drop, man, on these people, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You doing all that right now. Let's see. When that fire hit this place, Most High slap this place with fire. Let's see if you can outrun them nukes, man. Okay? That nuclear fire that's coming up on the earth. Let's see if you can outrun it. Or wrap your way out of it. Or chase the bag your way out of it. Dumb idiots. You see? Straight up idiots, man. Go ahead.
It says,
Most High gonna cook that motor that's in that car.